You're right there everyone, and welcome back to yet another transfer video. Today we'll be looking at some big transfer news, with the main headliners being Newcastle United's financial takeover, Manchester City dubbed to lose key players, and much more. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing even, and hit the notification bell. My goal at the end of the year is to hit 50 subscribers, and every subscriber will make that goal ever more closer, and of course it will mean so much to me as well. So if you want more transfer news, football videos, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. But let's get straight into this. So it's been rumoured for about the past year or so that Newcastle United would be having a financial takeover, with even the likes of Floyd Mayweather considering to buy the club. But apparently it's imminent in the next couple of days or so that a Saudi prince with a net worth apparently £260 billion is considering to buy the club. They'd probably buy it for around the £300 to £400 million mark, sort of value it is made by Jabba the Hutt, Mike Ashley. I'm pretty sure a lot of Newcastle United fans would class him as that because, well, for the past 10 years or so, he's brought nothing but shame, annoyance and embarrassment to the fans even. Not to mention, financially, how he has not provided for the club, it seems. Big Newcastle United fans like True Geordie coming out and saying just how much of a clown he is, an absolute clampit. And in fact, there will be a link to his video in the top right hand corner. So go ahead, click it, subscribe also, so you can get a Newcastle United idea on this, this new financial takeover and what it will mean for them. But the way I see it, it has to bring nothing much more than just pure positivity. In a sense, sort of, because they'll be having big money coming in. They'll be able to relive their old times where they were genuinely a top good club, competing for Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao, all that malarkey. And to see them back at the top would bring brilliant competition back to the Premier League as well. But also, of course, there is the potential of FFP warning. That's sort of like a red alert sort of thing, particularly with Man City's current state, where apparently we have not been following through with FFP rules. The same could possibly happen with Newcastle United if financially their new owner doesn't make a big hash of it. This is also something that PSG are under scrutiny over, is also the FFP as well. Moving on now to Man City, with top players dubbed to leave. Sergio Aguero, Raheem Sterling, Sane, Laporte and Kevin De Bruyne. Now all of these have been dubbed purely because of our Champions League and European ban for the next 2 years. Aguero did come out before this allegation did happen and said that he would return back to the Independent, I believe it's called, is the football club where he originally started his footballing career, came through the youth system and basically pretty much made his name, I suppose you could say. So probably a genuine chance that he might, I don't want to see it happen, I hate to say it, but it could possibly happen, seeing him leave the club. Of course, he has been an absolute icon, a legend for the club. To see him leave would be bitterly annoying. Raheem Sterling, he's been linked with moves all over the place. Well, I say all over the place, one of which is Liverpool, purely because he's come out and saying how much he does respect their club or something like that, I don't know. Brendan Rodgers has come out and said that his transfer from Liverpool to Man City was not due to money, but it was due to him wanting to win titles. But now all of a sudden Liverpool are having a chance of winning even more titles next season. Apparently it's been rumoured that he would want to go there, or in fact Real Madrid. Either one of those clubs though will have to fork out a massive transfer figure of around £150 million. I'd say that's definitely worth it for a player of his capability, and if anything, he's only 25, he can only get better. But still, to see him leave as well would be bitterly annoying in a sense as well, because he's just been such a key, important player for Man City this season. Yes, alright, after about December or whatever time it was, November, December time, he did start to have a bit of a goal drought, but before that he has been quality, consistent for the team. Leroy Sane has been linked with a move to Bayern Munich, and that's apparently because, of course, he hasn't had any game time. You can't blame it on his attitude or whatever, it's purely because due to injury, so you can't really look at that in a bad state, I suppose you could say. But anyway, apparently he's been linked with a move away because supposedly him and Guardiola have not been getting along with each other. And to be honest, I could just see it happening if you're not getting along with a manager, you've got a big team coming at you, offering you probably big wages, big money for the player, like Bayern Munich. It could probably happen. Next up, Aymeric Laporte. Apparently he's linked with a move possibly to Barcelona. I mean, if we did a swap deal for Laporte and Titi, I'll probably take that on. That's not a bad little swap. But still, losing Laporte would leave such a dent. It would be absolutely horrible to see happen, see Aymeric Laporte leave the club. He's been such an important player when he has been fit this season. He doesn't really show a bad stint in his play. He's been absolutely incredible, and to see him leave would be very much annoying. Next up, finally, Kevin De Bruyne. He's been linked with a move away, possibly to Real Madrid or maybe even Liverpool. It's the same sort of fit scenario with Raheem Sterling, and people have been saying that he's been linked to Liverpool purely because in an interview years and years ago, he came out and said that he is a fan of Liverpool back in his Genk years, I believe it was. So to see him go to a rival title challenging club like Liverpool would be so annoying, and to be honest, they could go ahead and win a quadruple like Man City did last season. But to be honest, I'd like to see Kevin De Bruyne stay, and I feel as it will happen. And if it does happen, I can see us giving him the captain's armband. He's been such an important player. The club does mean so much to him. There's been clips where he's been putting in such hard work. He's very passionate about the club, the fans, the management, everything within Man City. So I don't particularly see Kevin De Bruyne leave. But with Man City's top players dubbed to leave, this is just a brief mention of them. I will be discussing it in a more in-depth video, possibly on next upload, which might be Wednesday, might not. This video today was meant to be uploaded at 12 AM, but I had bits and pieces to do, so that's why it has been uploaded at a later time rather. But next up is Harry Kane's supposed £200 million price tag. £200 million back in the day would probably buy someone like Neymar, a quality player, got all the skills, finishing, passing, player who can stay in form consistently every single season, but particularly in his Barcelona time frame. But to be honest, Harry Kane, £200 million? No, I'm not. I would say he's in the price bracket of sort of Raheem Sterling value at about somewhere from like 100 to 150 million pounds, not 200 million pounds. I've seen a video about an unpopular opinion that talking about how Spurs need to progress as a club, and the way to do that is to sell Harry Kane. And to be honest, I can see that being a fact that he would probably have to be sold if Spurs do want to progress in competitions, Premier League, League Cup, European wise. But still, going back to that figure, £200 million for someone who takes phantom goals. He's very selfish, he doesn't really look up and pass that much, and for England, being captain, he was terrible. He was useless. He's as good as a captain as one of our whoever was on the bench during the competition. He was absolutely awful as a captain, and to be honest, his £200 million price tag seems ridiculous. He's been linked with moves to Man City, which I'm not sure if I do want that, to be honest, even with someone who can score consistently like Harry Kane, purely because of the selfishness within the player and the fact that he can't speak any better English than Sergio Aguero. I don't particularly want him. Well, I say that if we buy him, if we do have him, then I'll take it. I won't say no, don't get me wrong, but still, as a player, Harry Kane, he's sort of, yeah, take or leave it in my opinion. And on to the final bit of transfer news in this video, and it's not really a transfer of a player moving to another club, it's a player signing a new contract. Gianluigi Buffon. He's currently 42 years of age, supposedly.
Nice.
He is set to put pen to paper to sign a new deal at Juventus, which will see him at the club until he is 44 years of age. He's due to put pen to paper after the coronavirus lockdown, so that will make it his 26th season as a professional footballer, and like I said, it would take him to 44 years of age. Is he like fine wine, just getting better with age, or is he just purely doing this for just a bit of extra cash in his back pocket? Actually, no, to be fair, if that was the case, he would have made that move to Manchester City, which he was linked with years ago back in our financial takeover. But his father did convince him to stay at Juventus and become a legend, which is what he has very much done indeed. But still, in a sense, it just shows also his passion and his determination to stay at the club, see it out, and just be an absolute legend. I was about to say one club man, but of course he isn't. He did start off at Parma, but still, to see him be at 44 years of age, still playing in one of Europe's top 5 leagues would be absolutely unbelievable. So do you know what? Good on him. Anyway, that's why I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Let me know your thoughts on these transfers in the comment section down below. My next upload, don't know what it will be like, you just have to wait and see. But until next time, I'll see you lot in a bizzle.